Auntie boysies, how yous doing? How yous doing this fine day? We're coming to you live from the dusty old man home video store, and never mind that wee emulation starter thing, never mind that. We're playing this a completely legitimate Sega CD, because we've got plenty of them lying about the dusty old man home video store. But aye, how yous doing? We're digging into the finale of Snatcher. The last time with Snatcher, we found out that the Snatchers had this grand plan about invading the Peace Summit, and the idea is they were going to snatch some of the world leaders and then leave Neo Kobe City and infect the world. So aye, stakes are pretty high. We found out that the chief was a Snatcher, and currently we are the only Snatcher, not Snatcher, only Junker left. It's us and the receptionist Mika. Everyone else has been wiped out. What else? Random sacrificed himself to help us. So aye, it's been a dramatic one. So let's dig right into the finale. Here we've got Act 3. I think it's called Junk. So we're gonna have a long cutscene here, so aye. Wait, make sure my headset's plugged in right. Oh! So my controller got knocked loose there.
With the start of this year's Kyoto Summit just 3 hours away, the delegates from the participating countries are beginning to arrive at the conference center.
Hey, we're back at Junker HQ.
Domestic and international opinion, carried out just last week, shows that the vast majority of respondents favor a complete quarantine of Neo Kobe as a means to combat the risk of the Snatcher menace.
How's audio? Audio okay?
Now that the chief's death has been confirmed, it won't be long before they strip us of our Junker authorization.
They will be deciding how to handle Neo Kobe at the summit in just 3 hours.
There are rumors that they're going to use nukes on the city to make sure the Snatchers are wiped out.
That's ridiculous. Come on, this is the 21st century.
Government would never do anything like that, would they?
As it seems, the world's leaders are extremely concerned about the Snatcher problem.
The chief was going to calm this hysteria in his speech at the summit, but that'll never happen now.
3 months ago, government pressure on
The
Junker
speech.
operations increased dramatically. Gillian's transfer here was really our last chance.
Our own chief was snatched. It's not too surprising they don't want to trust us anymore.
I've heard that the Army and FBI are going to take over operations now.
That's correct. That too will be officially decided in 3 hours' time.
3 hours, eh? Is there any way we can find their hideout in that time?
This is a long Kojima style cutscene here. We're gonna be here, we will get comfy.
As far as they're concerned, we're just like a cancerous tumor that has to be cut out.
We have to hit the Snatchers' headquarters before then.
Gillian, can you do it?
If we only knew where it was, I should be able to manage something.
Hitting their outposts like Queen's Hospital won't
I'm
do
gonna
any
grab my
good.
phone,
We
I'll be
have
2
to find their
seconds.
main nerve center.
What about the memory of that Snatcher who was impersonating the chief?
Just like the others, it was completely blanked. It's a form of self-destruct mechanism that they use.
Wait a minute. Mental. What about tracing that video phone call from Jamie?
It was no good. The call didn't last long enough. Still, it definitely did come from within the city.
Damn. Where are they hiding?
Gillian, can't you remember anything at all? Didn't Jamie say something that implied you were somehow connected to the Snatchers?
Nothing. I can't remember a damn thing. Metal, I want you to tell me everything you know about me. Why was I sent to Junker headquarters? Where did I come from?
Gillian...
Metal, the chief's dead. Tell me everything you know about me.
Well, you see...
Metal!
All right. With the chief gone, you are the highest-ranking officer here.
You
So I've
knew
seen
all
all this bit
along?
before,
Of course.
but in the last stream, because I thought we were just
Where
gonna get a
were you
nice wee
rescued
sort of
from?
previously on
3 years
segment,
ago,
but
you and
got
Jamie
quite a
were
big
taken
dramatic
into
turn.
protective custody in the Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th Siberian Investigative Force. More precisely, you were discovered in cryogenic sleep pods in an underground bunker near Moscow.
Cryogenic sleep pods? You mean they were frozen?
This is a photograph of the bunker. There is no record of when you were placed there. In addition,
Maybe it is that we
the
caused the
third pod was
Snatchers and shit
empty
like
at
that,
the time
and
you
the
were
big
discovered.
apocalypse thing.
There were 3 pods?
you were revived and taken into custody by the army. Apparently, as a result of the extended sleep, both of you suffered from complete amnesia. However, another theory suggests your memories may have been intentionally erased. This is the only piece of evidence found
Intentionally
at the site.
erased. Oh.
That's Harry's picture from when he was a kid.
Was that the big ginger mechanic was our son? Oh.
That's
What a
correct.
twist.
Harry is Gillian and Jamie's son. It's been confirmed by DNA tests.
Harry? Harry was my son?
Using the information gained from the photo, it was established that you are Gillian Seed and your wife, Jamie Lorraine. Both of you are American citizens, born in the late 1960s.
The 1960s?
The swinging 60s, yes, man.
In addition, both of you vanished without a trace in 1989. There is no other information available about you after that.
1989?
Yes, you come from a world that's been gone for 50 years.
But what does that have to do with the Snatchers?
When the 17th Special Investigative Force was bringing the two of you out, there was an accident. Though the two of you were all right, most of the 17th was killed. One of them was a Snatcher. Of course, before their departure, they all underwent thorough examinations. So, if one of them was snatched...
It had to be somewhere in Siberia, right?
That's correct. And in order to attempt to determine the origin of the Snatcher, as well as your true identities, you were assigned to Junker headquarters. The hope was that exposure to the Snatchers would help you regain your memories.
Moscow? 50 years ago?
Strange theory instead, just, you know.
Everyone who was in Moscow at the time was killed in the catastrophe.
So Gillian and Jamie are the only living witnesses?
Harry. Harry was my son. Did he know?
No, it was highly classified information. He was never told.
I was never able to do anything for him.
Wait a minute, Gillian.
Because
Didn't
Harry was
Jamie
talking
say
about never
something
knowing
about
his
taking
dad
a
and
boy
shit like that.
hostage?
Oh, I see.
That's right. They must know about Harry and are using him to threaten her.
We have to find their headquarters quickly.
We've only got 3 hours.
Gillian, let's think this all through again. We may get some kind of a hint out of it.
You're right. There may be some clue in the way they're operating.
All right, let's go over what we know about them.
So, what's a Snatcher's weak point? This thing I've completely forgot is that they're either heat or their skin. Oh, you're kidding me on. 2 seconds. Oh, my controller's not working. Oh, fuck off, man. Wait, 2 seconds. Oh, it's not even getting picked up on the thing. Ah. Oh, what is this, a Thongman stream with technical issues? Ah, it's not even... Excuse me, it's in a drawer. Maybe give me 2 seconds, I'm gonna try and get this working. It was fine until my water bottle fell and hit it. Right, are we okay? Are we okay? Right. Oh. Well, give me 2 seconds. It was fine until I broke it. Yep, Megan ran over it. Two seconds. Ignore what you see on the screen. Ignore all this. Ignore the save state stuff because we're playing this again. Oh no, wrong one. Wrong one. Oh, this stream's off to a great start. Oh my god. I'm honestly tempted just to hit the stop. No, it's not working at all. Fantastic. Oh my god. Oh. Right, I've got something, but the controls are all messed up. Give me 2 seconds. So I just need to reset the controls. There we go. There we go. So what are their weaknesses? So I think their weakness is the... Is it sun rays or is it ultraviolet rays? I think it may be ultraviolet rays. This is a Snatcher's weak point. That's correct. Their weak point is a defective artificial skin. Long-term exposure to ultraviolet rays causes mutations in the melanites in the stratum basale of their skin, which become cancerous. I apologise for my pronunciations there. It was horrific. Specifically, the long ultraviolet rays in the 250 to the 350 nanometer range is responsible for causing the cancer. That's right, and this is the reason they're so limited as to when they can be out. They only come out at night in the middle of the winter, and wear sunscreen even then. That's the method that Jean used to figure out what the Snatchers were up to. How ironic. Turns out that a destruction of the ozone layer actually had a benefit for us humans. So aye, global warming good. That's Snatcher's point. Snatcher's thing. That's right. Now, what method were they able to move and be able to avoid ultraviolet rays and sunlight at the same time? Was using the underpass, wasn't it? This is the method of movement the Snatchers were using. That's right, they were using the abandoned tunnels in the old tube liner system to get from place to place. That's able to move around without being noticed. Nielsen's apartment, the old factory, Queen's Hospital, all of their hideouts were connected by the tube liner. Maybe there's a tunnel underneath their main base as well. There's a good chance of that. Next, what phenomenon was always observed at any location where Snatchers appeared, including the underground tunnels? Sneezes. This is the phenomenon you're talking about? That's right. And what was the cause of sneezing? It was Snow 9. This is the reason for the sneezing. You're correct, the sneezing was caused by the presence of the allergen Snow 9. Snow 9 is an artificial form of pollen developed by the military, and its presence is limited to certain regions. They were using it to interfere with radio transmissions and probably keep people away. They probably were producing it intentionally themselves. The only region of the city where Snow 9 is still present are areas around the Ina River. It has been cleared out of other areas because of the danger it presents. That means their base must be somewhere near the Ina River, right? That's a fair conclusion, though they're probably somewhere near the Ina River, protected by the Snow 9. Accessible to the tube liner and near the Ina River. We must not forget the 3 photographs that we found of the Snatchers with. All of them were related to the Soviet Union before the catastrophe. A map on the wall of Nielsen's apartment, a picture of a temple in the director's office at Queen's Hospital, and the photo of a red square hidden in the chief's office. Why do Snatchers keep pictures and memorabilia like this? Maybe they're homesick? Maybe that's where they come from? Homesick? Get serious, Mika. They're robots, you know. Let's analyse this a little closer. What city is related to all 3 of these pictures? Moscow. This is the city they have in common. It's correct, it's Moscow. Moscow must be where they come from. That must be the basis of their programming. Maybe right. Just as people have a hometown that's dear to them, their creators may have put a hometown into their programming. Use very advanced artificial intelligence systems, so they may have needed something like that to maintain their emotional balance. Yeah, they were born out of nothing, but you need to give them some sense of some kind of image as an emotional base. So Moscow is their creator and their home, and the place that they found Jamie and I.
In other words, this homing instinct thing of theirs has led them to set up their headquarters in some place that reminds them of home, or their creator.
What part of this city is like Moscow?
Moscow's really cold, right? They get a lot of snow, don't they?
Snow?
No snow has been recorded in Neo Kobe in several years.
Well, then that's not it.
Wait, what about that pollen? That crystal bioengineered stuff, Snow 9?
Now that you mention it, wasn't it snowing on Jamie's video phone call?
Oh, it was.
That's right. Their hideout has to be somewhere close to the Ina River.
The Ina River flows for miles around here, Gillian. We could never search it all in time.
Gillian, let's look at a map of the areas investigated so far. This is an enlarged view of the southwest portion of the city around the Ina River. This blue area is that in which Snow 9 is present. Now I'll superimpose a chart of the abandoned tube liner tunnels. From this we can establish those areas with Snow 9, which are accessible by subway tunnel.
Damn. Nice try, but it's still too large. We could never cover it in 3 hours.
We're
Don't
here.
give up so fast, Gillian.
Be anywhere
What about
around
that
here.
image of home thing we were talking about? Maybe there's some kind of geographic similarity. Maybe the same view can be seen or something.
I'll display a map of Moscow alongside.
What's this?
Look, the rivers are exactly the same shape.
This is the Moscow River over here.
It looks like we're on the right track, Metal. Show us the location that Jamie and I were picked up from.
All right?
This
Right
is-
here.
Mental.
Metal, before the catastrophe, what was at this location?
The headquarters for the entire Soviet Union, the Kremlin.
The Kremlin?
Oh,
That Snatcher said
Well.
something about taking Jamie to their Kremlin.
Metal, what spot in Neo Kobe would match up with the location of Moscow's Kremlin?
Calculating.
where's the Kremlin in Neo Kobe? Let's
This
have a
is the
gander.
spot. It's
There we go.
presently
We found
occupied
it.
by an old church. It's rather large, but reports indicate it's been abandoned for nearly 20 years.
And it's right in the middle of the Snow 9 and subway area.
That's it! That's their headquarters, their new Kremlin.
Gillian, let's go!
Wait, Gillian.
Oh, here we go. What is it?
Sorry, Mika.
Hey, I'm a junker too, you know.
I know, and you're a great one at that.
So take me with you then.
You head to the summit to warn the delegates. They haven't given up, you know.
The summit's in Kyoto. I'm not going to be the only one to run.
You've got to convince them not to use nukes on Neo Kobe.
We found their hideout. There's no need now to sink the whole island.
Yes, but...
It's a tough job. Can you do it?
Okay, Gillian. I'll do what I can.
Thanks. Thank
I don't know if
you,
it's
Mika.
emulation issues
Don't
or
say
a
it,
dubbing
okay?
issue that's a wee bit off.
Let's go, Gillian!
Gillian?
Yes? What's wrong?
How about dinner sometime?
Yes, we did
Yeah,
it.
you know, dinner.
Mika.
Not interested. I thought it would be nice, you know, to kick back, relax. It's Christmas after all.
Christmas, huh? I'll be back by then.
Gillian, we have to hurry.
That's a promise, right? I heard you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, man, dinner with
But I
Mika.
gotta
Let's
to
go.
church first.
Ignore
I'll
my
see you
wife. Who
soon
needs my
then.
wife?
Okay, Metal. Let's go.
Top 3 crimes of Jason Eats Cake. Top 3. Opening the community games thing because there's been some nightmares we've seen there that I'll never forget. Like the Scorpion King game comes to mind. The Scorpion King game that was absolutely dreadful. What else? There's things that I can't say out of fear of being sued. That I'm pretty sure people are under NDAs for. But Jason is a monster. Yeah, keep that in mind. This is the last turbo cycle. Enter turbo cycle. Let's go. We're heading to the church. All right, now boarding the turbo cycle. How you doing, Mike? How's your day going? Aboard the turbo cycle. Where would you like to go? Of course, I know the answer to that question. Let's head to the church.
Input the map data on the Kremlin's locations. Lift off.
Here we go. Big final showdown. So Mika's away to the summit to try and beg all the world leaders to not do fucking
Flight
not
configuration.
nuke us.
Now gaining altitude.
Here we go. Let's
Jamie,
go.
Please be safe.
We're gonna go
Gillian,
save Jamie and
please keep in
save
mind that
stop
we're
the
working with a
Snatchers.
strict time limit.
Fucking go. Good. I've
50
done fuck all but
year
play
debt, 3
Arceus.
hours.
Oh, nice. You have a Switch? Didn't know you had a Switch, but Arceus is very good from what I've heard. Not played it yet.
Snow!
Snow 9, to be specific. We've entered the Snow 9 region. Please put on your breathing filter. Direct inhalation is dangerous.
All right.
Really into playing. Oh, I
Radio
should start playing
transmissions will
Pokemon
also
Scarlet
be
last night,
impossible
and
from this point on.
oh, so
Understood?
much fun. Technically a state, technically a mess, but it's a really fun game. Oh, what did you get?
Conversion to hover configuration complete. Gillian, we've arrived.
Because outside of the obvious answers, like, you know, your Marios and all that, and your Zeldas, I'd really suggest Fire Emblem Three Houses. What a fucking good game. Oh, class. Switch's got some fucking amazing games sitting on it. Here we go. Oh, wrong emulator. I mean, you know, just Arcade when I've got three houses earmarked for next. Oh, it's so good. We've arrived at the church. Wow, now I know why they call it the Kremlin. Investigate. Building. The building's about 50 years old, but appears very well maintained. So where's the entrance? On the front side of the building. Investigate. Area. A sensor scan reveals that there's a tube liner tunnel directly underneath this area. Oh, there we go. That's no surprise. Looks like we've got the right place. What's that? Look. Nah, fuck it. Go inside. Let's go.
All right, now opening the door.
What's wrong? Won't open?
I've scanned it, and it's not locked. It is probably rusted into place.
Not surprising. After all, our friends always go in and out through the basement.
Let's push it together.
All right.
Here we
One,
go. Right, I've got my hand over the gun button just in case I need to whip out my pistol.
That got it.
Oh, I can hear Snatchers. But no, that's Metal Gear walking. Never mind. Okay. What's this? It would appear to be some kind of chapel for the Snatchers. They tell me these things pray to who? No doubt to the creator. That portrait on the wall is probably a representation of him. Oh fuck, I did it, didn't I? It's me. I made them. Portrait. This person no doubt the one the Snatchers worship is their creator. Look at that fucking middle shed. This guy. Wait, isn't that random? I mean, I wouldn't have thought. Random's hair was like up. One moment, I'll compare a picture of I'll compare a picture with my data on random. While the facial bone structure of the individual in the portrait is nearly identical to that of random, positive identification is impossible, as the picture is not a photograph. This looks so much like him to be a coincidence. Instigate. Portrait. Something's written in the painting. Creator. Modnar. Oh, big Modnar. Modnar was the boy. He's the guy that made them. As the one me and Sean were like last time trying to figure out if Modnar was a real person or not. This is Professor Modnar. That one Snatcher. The one this one Snatcher was talking about. Appears to be a portrait of that person. Investigate. Here, I guess. There are a number of scratches on the surface. They were almost certainly caused by the Snatchers. Investigate. Area. Still very organised, almost inhumanly so. There's another room further back. Oh god, continue back. Now moving into the back room. What we gotta find? Oh, well. That's a lot of Snatchers. Snatchers. Look at them all. I'm not picking up any energy readings. We're all deactivated in some kind of suspension mode. This is a warehouse, eh? Must be a few hundred of them here. They continue all the way back. This doesn't look like a factory to me. Look at... There seems to be a number of containers stacked up in the back of the room. Look at the Snatchers. These are endostructures which have yet to have the artificial skin installed. The bone sizing devices and the skull slits are all set to the smallest sizes. The victims haven't been chosen yet. They're all just waiting their turn. Oh. Basically they steal people, they kidnap people and literally steal their skin. Quite horrifying. Oh god. Anyway, look at the containers. Look at the size of these containers. The volume of these containers would be just perfect for shipping one of these Snatchers. There's no doubt how they got here. Investigate Snatcher. None of these Snatchers appear damaged. All they have is their energy pack. All they need is their energy packs. The gender units have yet to be installed, however. Investigate area. I don't see any tools or equipment for maintaining anything in the area. This room would appear just to be a storage area. Right. Like the chapel, there are some scraps and dust on the floor here. Listen, the whole area is exceptionally quiet. Buddy's here. Is that what I heard that noise was? There's some kind of label here. 23rd Siberian Investigative Force. I'll need to get an emoji of Buddy. Or emote a Buddy. Siberian Investigative Force. Appear that the Snatchers were brought to Neo Kobe from the Siberian neutral zone. Seems that the investigative forces have been responsible for the shipping of the Snatchers. In other words, the investigative forces have been snatched, just like when they found us. I see. So Siberian. Oh God, we're saying this a lot. Siberian investigative forces bring the Snatchers here out of Siberia and storage here. I think you're right, Metal. Then the Snatchers just wait here for storage to be reactivated and adjusted after the victims are selected. Rather efficient system. I wonder where the actual snatching takes place. Back part of this room may hold the answer to that question. Oh God. Are you ready, Gillian? Now heading for the room further back. Oh God, it's gonna be a jump scare. Oh wait, no, there's people in tubes. Snatcher's culturing room. Mechanism is operating. Look at cylinders. Gillian, the Snatchers with an artificial skin already installed here. Ugh. What's the snatch process?
This is where they fuse the artificial skin onto the Snatcher's endostructure. First, they adjust the size of the still skinless Snatcher to the size of the individual who is to be snatched. The Snatcher's overall shape and size can be adjusted by expansion or contraction of sizing rods. Their sex is controlled by gender units, which are installed at this point. Then, the face is modified to match the intended victim by adjusting the size of the upper and lower jaw, cheekbones, temporal bones, and tooth alignment.
Just like Gibson said, that means there are limits to the size of the people that they can snatch.
Oh.
That's right. The limits of the mechanism mean that they can't snatch children, the elderly, or people who are very tall or heavy. And this is where the artificial muscles attach.
Well, yeah, these they seem like really fucking broad-shouldered, don't they?
The type of plastic gel capable of mechanical response. Like human muscles, it creates mechanical energy through chemical reactions. And this is where the artificial skin is attached. In order to prevent the synthetic cells, developed using biotechnological protein design techniques, from rejecting the inorganic material below, they attach it gradually over a number of days.
And this is the stuff that gets cancer if they stay out in the sun too long.
Finally, they attach body and scalp hair. The process involves transplant of synthetic hair follicles as well, so the hair will grow back if it's lost.
What about scars or birthmarks?
It would appear that they make those adjustments at this point in the process, as they would for wrinkles to simulate age.
Right. Then investigate, I guess. Investigate area. The whole area is protected as a clean room. There's a door at the far end of the room. Investigate door. It's locked, but I should be able to open it from this side. Investigate ceiling. Here's that weak ultraviolet rays are being projected from above. It's really advanced, way beyond anything that we saw at Queen's Hospital. If I look at the area, computer terminal is installed on each preservation cylinder. Look at the door. A small metal door with a doorknob attached. And look at the terminal. These terminals must all be connected to a host computer which monitors conditions inside each of the cylinders. Investigate the terminal. Power is on. Look at this, Gillian. The data of the people to be snatched is all neatly being processed. This is the data which they use to generate the artificial skin with. Investigate door. It's set so it can't be opened from the inside. area. This is very sophisticated equipment. I'm surprised at the advanced level of facility they've constructed. I wonder where they're getting their funding from. Probably supplying financial backers with Snatchers as well. Terminal. Door. Must be another room beyond here. Area. There are tubes and wires running all over the place. Please watch your step. Cylinder. These units are nearly ready to perform a complete snatch. I think we've investigated everything.
So this is where the whole thing begins. The endostructures arrive here from the Kremlin. Then they convert them into copies of their victims. And finally, they head out into the city using the old subway system.
With artificial skin maintenance being handled at Queen's Hospital.
But who's behind all this?
Gillian, look at this. There are some finished Snatchers over here.
Oh.
Get a load of this. The U.S. President, the Prime Ministers of Japan, and the UK.
Oh, it's Margaret Thatcher. Fuck.
Gillian, you're in here too.
Oh wait, I'm there.
Figures.
Oh.
They were looking to snatch every VIP at the summit.
And the last junker, you. It definitely looks like they plan on moving out beyond Neo Kobe.
Since when
If
did
they
the
were to
government have
snatch
such a
every
fucking,
major
like,
world
hunk
leader,
as a
they'd
president
practically
or a
be able to
prime
control
minister?
the planet.
They're all fucking
Still,
toads,
that's
you know?
odd. With their flawed skin, pulling something off like that would really be difficult.
Chin said they had found the key to developing a perfect artificial skin. Maybe they've already produced it.
No idea. But the number of Snatchers here makes it clear that they're up to something new.
Gillian, this is definitely their nest. We should destroy everything.
Not yet. Not until we found Jamie. Metal, how much time do we have left?
The summit should have begun by now. We don't have much time. And once our legal privileges are suspended, I won't be able to help. In fact, I'll be forced to restrain you.
I know. If the military wants to avoid nukes and goes for a surgical strike on this facility, what would they likely use?
Probably a phased particle beam from one of the attack satellites.
A phased particle beam, huh? That'll wipe this complex right off the map.
Everything, including the soil, will simply evaporate. The attack will leave just a large crater.
Metal, can you convince them to give me another hour? Even 30 minutes will help.
Understood. I'll try my best.
And I'll try to find and rescue Jamie in that time.
Oh, is
I
this?
can't
We splitting
transmit
up?
here due to interference from the Snow 9. I'll have to leave the area and then send the message.
Man, we're splitting up.
All right, do it, Metal.
Gillian, don't forget. 30 minutes. You must get out before then.
I understand.
Gillian, I'm sorry I couldn't help you better.
Don't worry about it. I'll be able to move faster by myself anyway. 30
Imagine
minutes
this is
should
like
be
the point of
plenty.
no return.
Go, Metal.
Yes, sir.
Bye, Metal.
Don't
I love you.
forget, 30 minutes.
Yep, here we go. Point of no return, because Metal's like how you save and shit, and I've not
30
saved.
minutes.
God damn it.
Oh, this is gonna be tight. That room's the only place left to check. Let's take a look.
Oh. Ah. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh. We're starting to... Oh, look at this. They're like faking me out. Bastards. No. Ah. If I done the... They're not as bad as the ones before. Oh my god. Shit. Oh shit, I'm getting caught. Oh. Come on. Oh god. Ah, fuck. Oh god. Oh no. Ah. Oh my god. No. Oh god. Oh fuck, thank god. Jesus Christ.
Whew. I wasn't ready for that. They almost got me.
Oh, I'm sweating, boys.
All right, let's open the next door.
Oh, here we go again. Here we go. Right, fuck.
Doesn't look like there's anything here. Ah!
shit. Like, maybe if I... Not take my time, because only headshots kill Snatchers, so... Don't panic, we'll be okay. These things are easier than the insectors, holy shit. Remember they point out like the Snatchers are like super hard to kill and shit? And we've killed fuck knows how many of them, Jesus Christ. It's like in any Terminator game. Like, you make a big deal of how the Terminators are unstoppable. But then you've...
Jeez.
I remember I
These
think it was
guys
Dawn
are
of Fate,
tough.
you're just wiping
Of
so
course,
many of them
I
out.
didn't exactly expect them to welcome me with open arms. Okay, let's try this next door.
Actually, there was a Terminator game that wasn't bad. I think it was called Terminator Resistance. It came out like a couple of years ago. Oh, it's Jamie. And
Jamie, are you all right?
Gillian, you came for me.
Are you hurt?
No, they won't lay a finger on me. Not until the new artificial skin is completed anyway.
Artificial skin research? You?
Gillian, I've got my memory back. All of it.
What happened? Tell me, Jamie.
They said they'd kill him. They said they'd kill Harry. They
I mean,
forced me.
Harry's dead.
I had to help them with the skin development. They said I had to help them because the professor was ill. Wasn't getting any better. Gillian, the engineer Harry, he's our son. He's been living on his own now for 50 years.
Jamie, I'm afraid that Harry's...
There was nothing I could do. They forced me. But I can't do it anymore.
Jamie!
The professor, he just died. He was over 100.
The professor? What? This old man?
Ooh.
Don't you remember? It's Professor Modner. Professor Petrovich Modner.
What? This old man is Modner?
He's been confined here for 3 years now, just to develop the Snatcher's artificial skin. Terrible. Doing that to your own father.
Who's
Well, that's
father?
my dad.
Jamie, I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
You really can't remember, can you?
Jamie, tell me who I am. What were we doing at the Kremlin?
Are you sure you
Here we
really
go.
want me to, Gillian?
Big exposition time, let's
It's all
go.
so awful, but if you must know, I'll tell you. Try to remain calm, okay?
I wonder how long this is gonna be.
56 years ago, you and I were involved in a top-secret Soviet project. It was still during the time of the Cold War. The gulf between East and West was as wide as ever. Everybody was worried about nukes. At that point, the world's armies were at their largest ever. Leaders still believed that a strong military meant a strong nation. There were rumors that there would be an agreement to end the production of nuclear weapons. On the other hand, the major powers like the US began to get involved in a space weapons race. But not the Soviets. The conservative despots in the Kremlin had another, completely different idea for gaining military superiority. A horrible plan, something no one else would think of. At that time, the countries of the communist bloc were facing an economic crisis. Popular movements pushing for democracy were springing up all over. Communism itself was facing extinction. Facing pressure from the reformers, the Kremlin began to panic. And that's when that horrible, childish plan was launched.
And that was the Snatcher Project. Replace your enemy's leaders with puppets of your own.
I mean, I
Then you
know
control
I
their
said that
governments,
every alien
their
invasion movie is
economies,
just
take
communism,
over
but
a
Jesus
country
Christ.
from the inside out.
That's right, Gillian. And to develop these robots, they assembled some of the most brilliant scientific minds from around the world. Some of them were even brought in against their will. At the crux of that development effort was a group called the Frankenstein Project Team. You and I were members of that team, Gillian. It was a 4-person team led by the late Professor Modner here. The robotics expert was Professor Modner himself. His son, Elijah Modner, handled genetics and microbiology. For nanobiology and picobiology, myself.
His big
And for
ransom
behavioral
has
science and psychology,
descendant.
you, Gillian. Early development was carried out at a lab in Novosibirsk, but was later moved to a secret facility under the Kremlin. At the time, the Glasnost and Perestroika movements were gaining momentum, and they rightly feared for the existence of the program if it should become known. But some of the reformers did learn of the project, and they conspired with the US to block it. Gillian, you were a CIA special agent sent by the United States to infiltrate and sabotage the project.
And they found out.
CIA?
Ah,
Yes, and the government knows that. That's why you were assigned to the Junker
I
team.
see.
What? Who am I?
Work on the project continued to go smoothly. But then, on June 6, 1996, there was that accident. A mysterious explosion at the Chernobyl facility spread a bacterial weapon that was under development there into the atmosphere, destroying the country and the project. Gillian, was it you? Did you set off that explosion?
Yes.
What? You can't be serious. You think I caused the catastrophe?
Somehow, during the confusion, Professor Modner and our son Harry managed to get picked up by American agents. But we couldn't get out in time, you and I and Elijah. In a shelter below the Kremlin, we entered a cryogenic sleep. Our plan was to sleep there until the toxic effects of the bacteria were safely passed.
And then 48 years later, 3 years ago, we were discovered by the 17th Special Investigative Force.
Yes, but when they found us, Elijah's pod was already empty.
Elijah Modner? That guy whose picture was in the church? The
Oh,
one
it's
that
Big
looks like
Random.
Random?
Yes, man, my boy.
That's right, Elijah is alive.
Well,
Elijah
was.
is here and working on the Snatchers.
Why don't you let me finish your little story?
Oh, wait, no. Oh, who's this creepy
Who's
bastard?
there?
It's been a while, hasn't it, Jamie? Ah, yes. And Gillian.
Wait, what? Like old man random?
It's me, Jamie.
Elijah? Is that really you?
Random? No. Not quite.
So you remember me, do you? I am Elijah Modnar, the only son of Professor Petrovich Modnar. I'm afraid I've grown somewhat old and feeble since we last met, however.
Elijah, why are you doing this?
Ugh,
Your father, Professor
my
Modner,
tentacle feet.
he passed away a few minutes ago.
What? My father? My father is dead?
Elijah, what happened to you? The Elijah I knew could never do anything like this.
I've changed, Jamie. These 40 years have changed me.
I can't believe it. What happened to you?
What happened to me? Jamie, do I actually have to explain it to you? Jamie, it's you. Your beauty is the cause of all that has come to pass here.
Oh dear, what happened?
57 years
Oh no.
ago,
Was it him?
I was obsessed. With my research, yes. And with you, Jamie.
Oh, he got jelly
At the time,
of
I
us,
was
and then,
still young,
I don't know, tried to
having
frame us,
just
I guess.
graduated with my genetic engineering degree. My father's connections got me on the team, and there, I met you. You were working as my father's assistant. Your beauty, your smile, I was stricken. I saw something in you that I never felt with women of my own country. You warmed my cold, young heart, Jamie. You opened me
Young
up,
love.
and I couldn't stop my feelings.
Elijah.
Oh, I was so happy. The political situation was crumbling around us, but every day was a joy. I gained my father's trust, and with you there watching over me, I was able to work as hard as I ever have on the project. However, my happiness did not last for long.
Oh, what happened? Did I come in?
Gillian.
Yes,
it
man,
was
here we go.
You showed up and all was ruined. You arrived
Oh, my
and
fault.
joined our project team. Far from home, Jamie found comfort in a man from the same land. Your relationship grew quickly. and all I could do was stand by and watch. Jamie and Gillian fell in love, were joined, and even had a child.
Harry.
Even then, my feelings for you only grew stronger. Worried about me, my father tried to have me removed from the project, but I persisted. Jamie,
But he's just some, like, jilted ex, not ex-boyfriend, or even just, like, just jilted guy who fancied her.
Movements that
Oh,
had
no.
consumed the rest of the Eastern
So it
Bloc
ended the
spread
world.
to our country as well. The Cold War was over. The hardliners who had pushed for its development were stripped of power and the project was cancelled. The reformers, trying to cover up the existence of such a crazed project, ordered that all materials related to it be destroyed and that we stand trial for our actions. Jamie and Gillian were to be returned to their homeland. That's about the time that I learned that you, Gillian, that you were a CIA agent, and that you were trying to pass documents on our research to your military. The country had sold us
That worked
out.
out fine, like. But no, I dislike him because he's a
I'm no
CIA agent, not
politician.
because, you know.
I couldn't care less about what happened to the country. All I cared about was my research and Jamie. And I was to lose all of that, everything. For someone so young, you cannot understand how great of a shock that was.
Elijah.
That is when I decided, I swore I would see that secret crazed project through to the end. At the time, the bioroids were 80% finished. The main
So because
part,
she
their
didn't love me,
endostructure
I
was
decided to
essentially
end the world.
completed. But we still were having trouble with the artificial skin, the area that Jamie and I were assigned to. We called it artificial skin, but there was of course no need to duplicate T lymphocytes, Langerhans cells, or endocrine cells. All we needed was keratinized cells and melanocytes to provide the pigment. With the artificial protein development techniques that we had in those days, full-scale synthetic cell development was very difficult. Research like this took months, years. The original project called for us to simultaneously snatch an entire country. In other words, a whole nation, or an entire city had to be snatched over the course of one night. For that reason, a powerful biological agent, which could quickly and effectively kill the population of the
So
country,
he made
was
the
being
that bug
simultaneously
that killed everyone.
developed.
Oh right, I see.
Lucifer Alpha.
That's right. A type RAO11 virus which another team was developing.
Try and blame
For
me, you
someone
prick.
like myself, who was closely involved in the project, blowing up the lab was quite a simple task.
My God, Elijah, do you know what you're saying? That explosion killed half the world's population.
I moved all the materials and records essential to the Bioroid project into the shelter and executed my plan on June 6th. After sealing off the lab, I brought the two of you with me to the underground shelter and we entered a cryogenic sleep. But not before I programmed an atmospheric research satellite to transmit a wake signal when the danger from Lucifer Alpha had passed.
And 10 years later, Lucifer Alpha naturally mutated into a non-toxic form.
But the automatic
Snow
revival
Nine?
system failed
Oh.
to work.
Oh no, it worked. Just as planned. It revived me 10 years later. A little sooner than the two of you, of course.
But even though you sealed the lab with the explosion and everything, you should have been exposed. Why weren't you?
Oh, I was. But by that time, the vaccine L Angels had already been developed.
So everything went just as you planned it then.
Yes, up until that point. But my real struggle was yet to come. My original plan was to revive Jamie as well, and for the two of us to finish the development of the bioroids. You, Gillian, you were to stay asleep forever. But I
Well.
just couldn't bring myself to do it. Not after looking at Jamie's peaceful face there in the pod. Besides, I could never have convinced her to work with me on the project anyway. I knew the time was not yet right, so I changed the timers of your pods to permanent on.
How? How could you do such a thing?
And so for the next 40 years, I worked alone in that cold and lonely room under the Kremlin, trying to complete the artificial skin for the Snatchers. For days and days, no one would visit me. I never saw the sun or felt the changing of the seasons.
I mean, you could have just went
Still,
out, you know? You could have just
I always had
went
Jamie
outside.
by my side. You were always there for me to talk to. Just you and I for 40 years in that dark cellar.
Oh, you poor, poor man.
Don't say that. He's a fucking weirdo.
And then, 3 years ago, my research was finally completed. First, I snatched the Siberian Special Investigative Forces to establish a transport route for the Snatchers. And then, to test the effect of large-scale snatch operations, I chose Neo-Kobe City to be my experimental sample.
This is like the
Neo-Kobe is
most
cut off
Kojima,
from the
like...
surrounding areas, a sort of
This is like
miniature
just very
country in
Kojima right now, you know?
itself, making it a perfect test site. And since it's a melting pot of various races, it would also allow me to gather extensive data on Snatcher modification and operational techniques.
This is just a
In
testing
addition,
ground for all the
element
Snatcher
of
boys.
Suspicion or mistrust, which runs deep in Japanese culture, was another reason I chose this site.
Wonder how the
Your
summit's going
test
now.
revealed a critical flaw in your machine's artificial skin.
Yes, quite unexpected, I'm afraid. All my research for 40 years. I gathered data and worked day and night to find a solution, but nothing seemed to work.
So that's why you decided to bring Professor Modner here, right?
That's
Narf, my
correct.
boy.
I discovered my father in one of the government's hospitals. He was old, but still very sound of mind. Naturally, he would not cooperate with me.
Of course not. He'd never become involved in something like that.
So, unable to receive his assistance, I decided that I had to have yours. But a mistake on my part allowed both you and Gillian to be taken into custody by the authorities first.
Just what are you trying to accomplish, Elijah? You must know you can
Hey,
never
he's
get
just told
Jamie
us.
back.
I'm only interested in discovering what I can of the human animal. In the past, it was because of Jamie. My motive is different now.
It sounds like you're just suffering from the wild arrogance that corrupts so many scientists.
Humans are such weak creatures. No matter how much they trust one another, the tiniest speck of suspicion can destroy it all. Look at how the Snatcher problem has caused such wild unrest. No matter how much science advances or how high we set our ideals, we eventually begin to suspect each other, to hate each other, and then to kill
Yeah,
each
I
other.
mean, we do this because
The
you
Snatchers
you
are
have
nothing
introduced
more
the
than a
fucking,
tool for bringing out this reaction.
you know, like a stealth
I am
robot is
simply using
stealing
the
people.
Snatchers to
That's why they
elicit
can't
the
trust each
true
other.
nature of the human animal. I think this experiment has shown me the limits of human society. I sincerely doubt it will be able to reach any greater level of prosperity on its own. If human society ever hopes to reach greater heights, what is needed is an absolute leader, a firm ruler who isn't affected by these trivial episodes of mistrust.
Like
You're
Margaret Thatcher.
crazy if you think people would ever obey Snatchers.
Of course they wouldn't. But if they don't know, they cannot object. There has been a time in every age that the people have longed for a god to lead them. As long as they give the people no reason to suspect them, then they can easily become their gods, indeed, a new race of super beings. We are almost there. Once we perfect the artificial skin, Snatchers will transcend man to become this planet's true human beings.
But you'll never get your perfect skin now. Professor Modner is dead.
So
I
wants
no
to replace
longer have
everyone
any
with
use
Snatchers.
for my father.
That's a
I
normal
have a
thought.
sample of the new skin he developed. Once I've
I take his
analyzed
skin.
it, I'll be able to make as much as I need. Or if need be, we could simply culture the keratinized cells, epithelial cells, and melanocytes in the quantities that we need.
What are you talking about? How could you get a sample of perfected artificial skin?
Why don't you take a look at this?
Oh wait, what's he got? Oh wait,
I
is that?
found this in the
Holy
rubble
shit,
of
it's random.
Queen's Hospital.
My beautiful baby boy.
Random.
Oh, an acquaintance of yours?
He's
My
a
true love.
Snatcher?
That term isn't exactly accurate. This bioroid was constructed by my father without my knowledge. He modeled it after me in my youth. He built it right here in this facility. And not
Oh,
only
so
that,
he's
he
a...
programmed it to destroy Snatchers.
Oh,
This
I
bioroid
see.
caused me serious difficulties. It's designed and built far better than my Snatchers. The machine itself thought it was human. My father input memories for it all the way back to childhood. Those too were apparently mine. Haven't you yet realized? Random Hajil is Elijah Modner spelled backwards.
Is it?
How like
That's...
my father, silly old man. He did virtually
That's
overnight
a weird
what I
naming.
could not do in 40
It's a weird
years
naming
of
thing.
effort. Furthermore, he makes a bioroid so perfect, even the bioroid itself believes itself to be real. What's more, the cells of the skin he developed are self-replicating. Once in place, no further transplants or culturing is necessary.
Is he dead?
Its main and locomotive systems are completely shut down. It's just scrap now. But the artificial skin is being kept alive. This we need.
He's still as
With this,
beautiful as
we can
he's ever
move to
been.
phase 2 of our plan of full-scale infiltration of the world's major nations.
The summit's already over. You'll never succeed.
What does the summit matter? Nothing holds us back now that we have this perfect skin. We can go anywhere we want, and there will be no way to tell us apart. I will have free control over the world. Nothing will be able to stop me.
I mean, it's got a
Politics
point.
and free
Okay,
thought will
fucked.
no longer have any meaning. My will alone will decide the course of human history.
You egomaniac. Do you think you can snatch the entire population?
There's a fully automated Snatcher factory under the Kremlin. Even as we speak, scores of new Snatchers are being born.
But no matter how hard you try, you won't be able to snatch the people's heart and soul. What do you hope to gain from this anyway?
There we go.
Jamie,
It's
the
all about
human
the
race is
power of
composed
love and shit like that.
fools. But I'm different. I will be its savior. Indeed, not just of mankind, but of all life on the planet.
I'm afraid that won't be possible.
That's my boy. Where's Metal
In
Gear?
10
There he
minutes,
is.
this church
Wait,
will
no.
be struck by a phased particle beam. I am guiding the beam from the attack satellite using GPS and 15 navigational satellites. The beam cannot miss. Everything in a 2 to 3 kilometer radius from me will be
He's got a bunch of
destroyed.
bombs on him. No,
Stop
none of
this
this.
foolishness now. I will not have my research destroyed by some souped-up pocket calculator.
Metal,
Fucking,
what happened
how
at the summit?
fucking dare you?
The delegates,
Insult Metal
worried
Gear.
about the Snatcher menace, voted unanimously to allow the use of nuclear weapons on the city. The military is presently imposing a quarantine on Neo Kobe.
What? Do they intend to kill everybody?
The populace is in a state of panic. However, they have agreed to lift the quarantine if this church is struck by the phased particle beam. This is our last chance. I will handle things here. Gillian, Jamie, you two must flee.
You
No, I'm not leaving you.
insignificant mass
No.
of metal. You'll never...
One move and I detonate. Gillian, run!
Metal, this is crazy!
We can't let a single Snatcher get out of here. And this new artificial skin has to be destroyed as well.
I will not
This is
allow
genuinely
some
heartbreaking. I
talking
don't want Metal Gear to
get
die.
away with this. If you were the aiming point for the beam, then I'll just have you thrown out of here. Grab this little one and take him out of here.
Fucking, don't touch him. Oh fuck, one Snatcher's right, what's the gun button?
Metal!
Cowardly little robot.
You always were a real pain in the butt.
Oh, it's Big Random, he's back.
What's that?
He's awake. And he's just as beautiful as he's ever been.
What? How did You're supposed to be deactivated. I don't go down that easy, old man.
Nice.
Stop this foolish... Shut up! Let's try to make our final moments peaceful, shall we? And you Snatchers, you touch the little guy and the old man's head comes off.
Random!
I've always hated being used. Why don't you watch the final act with me?
Gillian,
Random the
you
thing.
only have 5 minutes. The turbo cycle is just outside on standby. Use that to flee.
No, man. Come on. Pick Metal up. Come on.
I'm your original. I don't care if I'm an original or a copy or what. You and I are gonna die right here. If we both die, there won't be a copy anymore now, will there? The stupid logic of a simpleton, of a machine. Whatever it is, it's my will. Machines have no will. Machines cannot sacrifice themselves. We'll see about that.
No.
You have 4 minutes. You must go. And don't forget
Grab
to
the wee guy.
victory under the Kremlin.
No, man.
Stop! Gillian, even if these memories in my head are fiction...
Yeah, I know what you mean. Our memories of our time together are all too real, Random.
Told you,
Gillian,
Random and
you've become one hell of
Big
a
Gillian,
junker.
best pals.
Gillian, it
Give
has
him a wee
been
kiss.
most recreational being your partner.
Oh, Metal.
If you can, try to pick up the pieces for me, okay? Like we did for Little John.
Little John? Oh. Okay, Metal.
Hurry! You only have 3 minutes.
Thanks. Thanks, you two. Jamie, come on.
Oh man, this is heartbreaking. No, leave Jamie. Get the wee robot. Get Metal Gear. No, leave Jamie. I don't care.
Don't let her go. No.
Oh man, it's heartbreaking.
You pathetic old fool. You don't even know how to love someone. You stupid machine. What is that idiotic grin supposed to mean? By snatching you, I'm finally gonna get my real self back.
Yes, man. On you go, Random.
There's less than
On
1
you go,
minute
pal.
to go. Thanks to you, everything will be fine.
You don't owe me any thanks. Sorry to get you involved in such a big job. You did great. You're a hell of a junker.
3, 2, 1, here it comes!
Later, kid!
Oh man, I'm genuinely gutted that wee Metal Gear's been wiped out. Like genuinely upset. How did we survive that? Holy shit. Like 3 minutes isn't a long time to escape. But that I got wiped off the face of the earth, holy shit.
Seventh mechanized infantry team has completed boarding. 17th Special Engineering Squad report for boarding immediately.
So
What was
you're
Jamie
really
saying?
going, aren't you?
It's our responsibility, too. Besides, if I go to Moscow, I may get some of my memory back. And if that happens, I'll be able to love you even more than I do now. Wait for me. I want to be with you, but first I've got to destroy this terrible factory of theirs. Jamie, when I get back, let's try living together again. What do you say?
I mean, boo. Mika offered us dinner. Take Mika instead.
Report immediately for departure.
We'll be waiting for you too.
Katrina! Mika! You're here
Much better
too?
options.
You better be happy, Buster, with all these beautiful women seeing you off.
I'm happy you came. Let me introduce my wife.
Jamie Seed. I suppose it's a little odd introducing myself a second time, though.
What do you mean? You've never met them before, have you?
What are you talking about, Gillian? We're good friends.
Huh?
Wait, what?
Since when?
It's the first time I've met her in person, but I've spoken with her on the video phone a lot of times.
What? Have you guys been talking about me behind my back?
So, I mean, like, Mika offered us dinner to go to dinner with us. Mika's much better than Jamie. Two much better options stand in front of us instead of Jamie. Look. Jamie, I'm really sorry for all the worry I've caused you. Look, Katrina, this kid's had such a rough time. She lost almost everything practically overnight. Oh yeah, her dad and her dog died. Done a really good job. I owe her a lot of thanks. Mika, trying to learn more about you and trying to learn more about you is what got our relationship started. Before I knew it, we really became close, didn't we? Yeah, and I mean the start of the game where I just constantly asked her out and stuff. Our relationship has gone beyond being friends. Beyond just friends, that sounds pretty good to me. My wife is standing right there. Oh, don't be stupid, Gillian. You have a warped mind sometimes, you know. Oh, don't be oh, Goo said that line. And Katrina? I was telling Mika about how lonely it was being home alone all the time. She told me that Jamie was always worried about me, so I gave her a video phone call. With even Alice gone, I was really lonely. Katrina. They're both so easy to talk to. It's like I've got two real sisters now. They're really just like family now. While you're away, I hope it's okay for Jamie to come and live with me. Yeah, I have no problem with that at all. It'll shorten my commute as well. I'll be killing two birds with one stone. Great, I'm so happy. I'm tired of us living alone. Maybe I'll ask Katrina if I can move in with her in the near future. I feel almost as if I've got a new little sister. It's really wonderful. I'll talk to everyone. By the time I return, I'll probably have my memory back. Don't worry. Promise to make you happy. I just couldn't stand to leave such a cute kid all by herself. Don't worry, Mika. This is one job I won't mess up. Might be a bit lonely for a while, but I'll be back soon. Hang in there. Right, you said that line already. I'm gonna memorise every detail of Katrina's lovely face so I don't forget it. Gillian, would you stop that? I feel like you're undressing me with your eyes. Oh yeah, Gillian's a filthy, filthy man. Don't worry, Mika. This one job I won't mess up. Right, so I think I've done all the options. Talk to Jamie again. Katrina's such a cheerful and sweet kid.
So have they finalized what they're going to do about Junker operations? I suppose this will end up being our last mission, huh?
Well, originally they were planning on disbanding the team, but now they've decided to keep us in business.
So that means...
That's right. We've been designated as one of the government's special police divisions. That puts us above the regular cops.
So the government has decided that crime by machines poses a bigger threat than crime by humans from here on out, huh?
So I'm a top junker. Yes, man.
So when you get back, you'll get to meet the new head honcho.
Oh wait, no, I've got... What? Fuck off.
I've got a place I can come back to.
Don't need a new boss. Done fine without one. Have a safe trip, Captain Seed. What, me a captain? Not bad for not a bad first rank for someone who was in the military.
Whatever you do, just come home safe, okay? When you get back from this job, you still have a dinner date to keep with me, you know.
Don't worry.
Wife's right here.
I won't forget my promises to either of you. Oops, almost forgot. Of course, I want to spend some private moments with my wife, too, huh? What's wrong, Jamie?
Oh, it's our son's hat.
Harry and I will be waiting for you to get home.
That's Harry's hat.
We can do it this time, Gillian. Not some fake couple like before, but with love and trust.
I know, Jamie.
Take care, Gillian.
I'll see you, Jamie.
Wait for me.
Yes! Yes, he's on a Sega 32X. Yes, man, he's still alive.
Yes, sir. We didn't have a good frame to work with, so this is just a temporary body. Just
With
call
Sega
me
CDs on.
Metal here. Sega CD for now.
Yes, man.
So they found your memory chip in one piece, eh?
Yeah, he's still alive.
From the blast of the beam.
Random, huh? Wait a second. I've heard that sneeze somewhere before.
Really? I didn't hear anything. Anyway, I want to know if you'll take me with you. Please, Gillian, please take me with you.
Of course.
Hurry up and get on board, partner.
Yes, sir, Gillian.
Yes, man, the wee guy's still alive. And that's me. Was that Napoleon? Anyways, boysies, I think that was Snatcher. I'll wait till the credits roll before we start having the wee sort of... Are we talking about it? So there we go, off to Russia to deal with the rest of the Snatchers. Throughout history, suspicion
has always bred conflict. The real conflict, though, resides in people's hearts. This conflict has just begun.
There we go, boysies. That was Snatcher. You know what? I had a fucking great time playing that. What a mental, really, like, way ahead of its time game. God, I had a great time playing that. Also, that's the first Sega CD game I've ever finished. Outside the ports of Sonic CD. But aye, what a time, boys. That was a fucking great game. I really enjoyed that. Like, just a really fun wee game. Oh, I can't even describe how... Oh, it's fucking class, boys. I can see why it's seen as such a big cult hit. Fucking class. Aye, boys. So next, what comes after this is Police Knots, which is kind of similar to the really cryogenic people waking up and then become detectives and shit, you know. But we'll dig into that down the line because that's a game. Actually, originally I was first going to play Police Knots. Then I looked at the sort of, I read into it and I was like, oh, Snatcher comes first. Fine, I'll play Snatcher. And I fucking love Snatcher. So Police Knots is definitely getting added to the list to play. But man, what an interesting, cool wee game. Mental how much stuff that Kojima, you can tell he's taken from, like, he's put into like later Metal Gear games and shit, you know, that he's, like, not habits, but things he's learned from this or something he's picked up from this, you know. And it's mental that he was making references to, considering Metal Gear was his first game he directed, and then this was the second. Mental is already, like, doing callbacks and references to, you know, his first one, but aye, what a time. What a fucking class game. So today we're not actually finished for today. We're playing another game today, but we'll see that after a wee break. Man, what a fuck! Oh, I can't go over what a good game that was. There he is, Big Random, my beautiful baby boy. Oh, he's so handsome. I thought it was a bit like sudden when he died. And sorry for this, like, technical issues at the start of the stream, like, you know, sometimes it happens. Any voice actors that I recognise? Ray Van Steen, that's a great name. What a really sort of stylish game. That's the main thing, like, it's really stylish, really cool, really sort of, aye, just a really cool game, you know. I think Ray Van Steen working for his money, Jesus Christ. Jim Parks as well, holy shit. Just between Jim Parks and Ray Van Steen, that was it. Voiced most of the characters. Oh, there he is again. Aye, what a cool game. So there's a PS1 version of this game, which is called SD Snatcher, which is actually, I think, a bit more like an RPG, which, again, I might dig into down the line. That's a big maybe. I don't know. That's probably I don't know. I'm not in any rush to dig into it though. But I fucking loved this game. This game was amazing. Way ahead of its time considering. So I thought it was 89. I looked up. It was actually 88. This game first came out in 88 in Japan, which is mind blowing that this was around that time. Like 19. Let's have a look. Games 1998. Games 1988. Yeah, Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario Bros. 2, Final Fantasy 2, Altered Beast, Double Dragon 2. Got a lot of 2s that came out. Mega Man 2, Contra, Ninja Gaiden, Batman, which was the... What one's that? Ocean. Oh, so that's the... what? Way ahead of its time. Holy shit. Just by Konami before they were shit. Back when they used to actually make games and make good ones. Aye, what a fucking game, boys. Go play it if you've not. It's class. The art's really cool as well. There we go. That was Snatcher. A fucking class game. Like I said, boys, we're not finished for today, so we're going to be starting something new. So let me just transfer... Well, I'll wait till the... There we go. Enjoy the lovely wee title screen, because it's the last we're going to see it. Bye. Snatcher was fucking class, boys. I'm going to get some music on the go. Go get some... There we go. Bye, boysies. We'll be back in a wee bit, but thank you so much for joining us watching, playing through Snatcher. Had a fucking great time playing it. Can't recommend it enough. I'm going to take a wee break and then we'll be back with something else. But aye, I'll see you in a wee bit. Play Snatcher, it's fucking class. See yous.